Hello Raiders, this is Ezron. Welcome to my challenge account Bastion. It is, as we see, day 11 of the account. This is a combined update for days 10 and 11. A couple of neat big power account increases and milestones. I did get Kale to to 6-star the other day. That was on day 10. I will say, compared to, I think the last time I started a new account, it was about 14 days. So that's 4 days faster. In percentage terms, that's probably 30%. I really don't know if it was more about having additional playtime and just time and seat to grind, or if it was the chickens I bought in the beginning to get them to 5-star. I'm not really so clear about that one itself. But we are significantly ahead of where my other accounts were. And then the other thing is I am going to make my second 6-star today. I decided, I went back and forth of, am I going to do War Maiden for AoE drop defense, or am I going to do Coffin Smasher for A1 attack down? I decided I'm going to go with Coffin Smasher, just because there's a much wider variety of AoE decreased defense champions, and bluntly, I'm hoping to pull one before I have the need to get War Maiden to 6-star. Hope I just take her to 5-star and then get potentially a better champion. So I'm going to go 6-star him right now. I'm going to use the feast that I got from winning the tournament earlier, which, that's a huge benefit if you can do this. And really, it was just from sitting down and grinding hard. I will say 1,000,000 silver is something I didn't necessarily expect that to cost, but in terms of energy and time, it is a huge time saver. So I'm going to level him up as my next 6-star and get him ready for my clan boss team. I will say at this point, I have been easily 2-keying normal clan boss, doing about, let's go check on that real fast. Where's clan boss? There he is. Clicking in. And once we've been getting into here, doing 2.3 million damage when he was gearless naked at 3 stars, and you're required to get 3.6 to get the top chest here. So hoping with consistent attack down and a little bit of mastery use, it'll get me to 1 king normal, and it'll get working to hard. The other big development here is I did manage to win my second tournament on this account. And that's this champion training tournament. Now, I will say I did all this just by grinding. Essentially, this is getting Kale to 6 stars and doing all of those upgrades. I saved, a bunch of 4-star food and then leveled them up and used a very small amount of XP brews. This account really doesn't have the brews to maximize points, so I just did what I could here. And here, as we can see, I got 6,134 points. I think the top reward here was 5,500 due to scaling for a new account. So, overall, pretty happy with that. And then hoping to get some Relentless gear. Sort of my other plan on this account is win as many tournaments as I can early, see what I can do in terms of Relentless gear. And then by the time I get Sile of the Drakes, maybe I'll have a good enough Relentless set for Sile. Also, we did have the Classic Arena Takedown tournament that happened yesterday. I'm not doing as well in this tournament. You'll see here, 4th place, probably within spitting distance of 2nd, but I'm going to grind on this a little bit. Again, due to account scaling, you only need 60 points, so very easy to do I tend to be in Silver 3, but I'm having to be a lot more selective with fights. I think not having a speed lead is starting to hurt, and I don't really want to wait until 30 days of login. So I'm probably going to go at least farm up a Spirit Host, who is someone I would need anyway, both, as a general utility champion, and Spirit Host is required for the Justiciar fusion that goes into Relic Keeper, that's part of missions to get Arbiter. Yeah, and working on this fusion, especially the first part of it, is getting near the top of my priority stack. I have 3 of the 4 champions. We need to farm up at least 1 Spirit Host and potentially another War Maiden just to get this done in a timely fashion. The other big thing is, for today, we have a Spider tournament going on, and right now with the champions I have, I'm capable of doing stage 8 of Spider. Now I really need to get this to stage 10. My goal is to be at stage 10 before next week when the new fusion drops. Now I somehow doubt that I will be able to get the new fusion, but they're talking about it like there will be epic champions, so my goal will be to get one of the 2 epics. As well as, I need a bunch of accessories. I really don't have any good accessories. Need some banners, especially for Kale. He's low on accuracy. And potentially War Maiden as well. So getting to 10 where the drops are better and the point efficiency for the fusion next week is a big near-term goal of mine. And I've been spending all of my extra energy in Spider just to make that happen in advance of the fusion next week. I think the last thing to mention here is gems and gem use. I'm at 757 gems, and I will get another 50 tonight from the daily gem pack. I envision that going right into Coffin Smasher Masteries to put them on the Clan Boss team. The only other thing I might need it for is, in the market, if an ancient shard comes up here, I want to say I think it's 100 gems. It might be 90 for this last slot. So trying to put that off until I have masteries on my second champion. I say that, having these extra gems here and intentionally trying to use them more aggressively has made a big difference in just, account power and general usefulness. So I will probably continue with gems going forward for some time, just depending on what else might be available. So that's part of what I plan on adding to my 1 month account review, just how I feel about what choices I made on the account. But having the extra gems is certainly worth it. It makes me a little bit, I don't know, unhappy isn't the right word. Wishing that I did that on my main account a lot earlier, because it would have made early progress significantly easier rather than grinding, suboptimal stages of Minotaur. I think the last thing that's worth mentioning on the account before I sign off is Amazon gaming rewards. I did collect Genbo on this account. This is a champion that I believe I have on my main. I pulled him from shards, but I've never built him or used him. And so I'm really excited here to get to use him. I think you're going to see him a lot in the arena, and he is super good for, I think it's his second skill. No. Sorry, his passive skill, that he will ignore unkillable. So he is good for taking out champions like Leorius or Skullcrown, who pop the unkillable right before they get to 0 hit points and are killed. And he is an arena speed lead. So actually this might solve my speed lead problem. I didn't think about that until now. Much better than either Haikatoon or Spirit Host. So I think I will prioritize building him much sooner than I did. And I think you will see him a lot more in the arena over the next couple of weeks as the Prime Gaming drop, happens and is able across a lot of other accounts. So, get used to, I think, everyone's Skull Crown's dying. But he very well may be next to my account because of the speed lead that I didn't really think about until I was here on the video. So, thanks everyone for, watching and making me click into this, because I think it's going to be another bonus for the account. With that, I'm going to sign off for the day. Stand by for, I'm not sure if it'll be day 12 or day 13, but another update in a day or two with, general progress. I think they'll see some major clan boss updates as well as potentially arena team. So I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for watching. Drop a like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and I'll continue to make comment. This is Ezron signing off.